Well, good morning from day 7. It is our last day of this incredible trip through Alaska and a little bit of Canada today. So we are driving. We are sailing. We have sailed past Vancouver Island and are going up the strait that will lead us to Victoria, British Columbia. We will get there about 12:30, and then we have a very British day, which is apropos because Victoria is obviously named after, maybe not obviously, but it's named after Queen Victoria. So we have some high tea at the Empress Hotel, and then tonight we have a really cool dinner at what was a former bank that has been converted into a pub called the Bard and the Banker. And in between, we're just going to walk around and do a little exploring. But we're going to go get this day started with a little quick nibble of brunch in the main dining room. And I'm not sure what we're going to do in between then and headed off the ship, but you guys are going to do it with us. So day 7, Victoria, let's go. We have made it to the Empress Hotel in the beautiful, beautiful city of Victoria, British Columbia. So I want to tell you guys a couple of really interesting things about this hotel. And then we're early for our tea appointment. So we actually have sat at the bar and we're going to have some mocktails for the kids, and Dad's going to have an espresso martini. A couple of interesting notes about the Empress Hotel. Number one, it is a Forbes recommended and Michelin key hotel, which right off the bat means you know that it is pretty incredible. And we have walked around, guys. You'll see some pictures and have seen some pictures. Really, really beautiful hotel. A couple years back, National Geographic listed it as one of the 21 most iconic hotels in the whole world. And you can really see why when you're here. A couple of notable facts about it. It's named after Queen Victoria of England because Victoria was a British colony, I guess, at some point. Queen Elizabeth stayed here in 1951, and I think multiple times after, but her first stay was in 1951. It's actually one of the favorite spots to stay for the king and or queen over time. And another notable guest was Shirley Temple. There was a time period where she was under threat of being kidnapped when she was at that kind of the height of her fame as a child actor. And so they escaped up to Canada for a while just for their safety. And this is where she stayed for kind of a long term. So there's some interesting things about the hotel. We're gonna have tea. We're so excited. I'm so excited. If you have followed along on some of our previous videos, when we were in London, I was supposed to have tea, but I fell ill and missed tea in the Shard. So I'm excited to finally get to have tea with everybody and have some little snacks, some tiny little sandwiches, some goodies. But I'm gonna go get an espresso martini at the bar because we passed by the bar and they looked delicious. So we will check in at tea.
Okay, so when we had tea today, and each of us, the kids, got little towers, and the grown-ups and teenagers all shared a big tower. And it was really good. My three favorites was the macaron that was on the grown-ups tower, and then the macaron that was on the kids tower, and then the sandwich. It's really pretty and like fancy. And
would you recommend people coming?
Yes.
I would recommend
people coming.
Well, we are wrapping up with what was a very long tea, and I gotta tell you guys, it was really, really good. So most of us are not big tea drinkers. Even in Texas, where we drink that sweet tea, we're not a big sweet tea drinkers. But we all found some tea that we like. They had like 17 or 18 different options. The kids even tried some tea. The kids had some hot chocolate. So let me tell you guys, the service, exceptional. When you come to places like this that are highly rated in Forbes and in Michelin, it is what you expect, and you want your expectations to be exceeded, and they were. The food, exceptional. Not a bad bite, but there could be bites that you don't prefer because it's not your taste, but not a bad bite, if you understand what I'm saying. There was a dulce de leche and honey tart that blew my mind. There was a hibiscus macaron that was delicious. The little sandwiches were good. And that drink, that Empress 1975 or something, you saw the name of it. It was that purple one. So good. The espresso martini, so good. Hotel, beautiful. Long story short, if you need something to do when you come to visit Victoria, British Columbia, I would highly recommend that you make the Empress Hotel tea one of your destinations. So we're going to go walk around next and just kind of explore the beautiful city on this windy but beautifully sunny day. And then we've got another really cool dinner. So stay tuned for what is up next on our last day.
So I think if I could explain Victoria in comparison to other places I've been, I feel like it's a very European, which kind of makes sense, right? Because it was a British colony, in the way that you walk around and the shops and even the kind of attitude of the people that live here, like friendly but standoffish at the same time, if that makes any sense. But it's absolutely beautiful. Really cool places to eat and shop and drink. Lots of cool pubs and bars. But it's fun we've been just kind of walking around, checking out shops, checking out bars, checking out different little places as we walk down the street, wasting time. And it's a great place to do that. So I don't think that we knew what to expect as we came, but I think we've been pleasantly surprised, I would say, so far.
Oh, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Most of my life's been waging war till I found peace. I could have swore what she did shook me to the core, and I ain't gonna live like that no more. Well, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Trouble comes when the barmaid pours another for a man who should have found the door. Oh, when I get going, you can hear me roar, and you know I can't live like this no more. Oh, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Hurting as bad as the years before. Living in a lie I can't ignore. Oh, I had to cut ties to settle the score. I ain't gonna live like this no more.
So we have made it to the Bard and the Banker. And in an ironic twist of fate, the Dallas Stars are playing a Canadian hockey team, thank you so much, in the playoffs right now. And they are in what is probably going to be the final game, because they are down 3-1 in the series and are down 4-2, I think, in this game. Yeah, 4-2 in the game. But let's do a couple of quick interesting notes about the Bard and the Banker as an establishment. So it was founded in 1862 as a bank, the Bank of British Columbia, and it was a bank all the way up until 1988, and it was like a Christmas shop for a few years. I guess I don't know, weren't taking care of it or whatever. And then in 2007, they bought it and turned it into what is now the Bard and Banker Pub. So we have ordered some poutine. I've got a little local Canadian beer. We're going to listen to the Stars, hopefully come back and win. But right now they're losing, and just enjoy the vibe. So let's eat some food, look at some pictures of some Canadian food, and then we're going to head back to the ship.
Lord, I ain't gonna live like this no more. I've been drinking till my body's sore. Ain't touched my bed, just sleep on the floor. But I'ma get on my feet, get on my chores, get some things from the getting store. This old ship's coming back to shore, 'cause I ain't gonna live like this no more.